இருக்குதாடா இதில் ஒழுங்காக பார்த்து வந்துட போகுது.
இல்லை சார், கரெக்டாக சார். இல்லை சார்.
I request all students to gather here mobile phones and maintain order. A very good morning. Just as minds and hands, and hearts to wisdom and new ideas. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of a lifelong attempt to acquire it. And today, we are gathered for the inauguration of DST-SERB sponsored national level symposium on smart agriculture, NSSA, acting as a channel to acquire knowledge and expertise from scholars gathered in our midst. We feel honored to welcome the pioneers of science and technology, whose brilliance lights the path of discovery and whose contribution continues to inspire generations. To start the event, let us now rise for Kamatha Valdir to indicate that place tribute to our word, Mother Tongue, the eternal symbol of culture, wisdom, and heritage.
Kindly be seated. Lighting the lamp is not just a ritual, but a symbol of spreading light over darkness, knowledge over ignorance, and harmony over discord. This sacred flame reminds us that just as one lamp can light many others without losing its glow, knowledge shall only grows brighter. I request the guest of honor to come forward to light the Kutuvelathil.
The strength of a leader lies not in command, but in service, guidance, and inspiration. I request Dr. U. Jayashmi, Head of Department EC, to welcome the gathering.
all present here, esteemed chief guest, respected dignitaries, faculty members, distinguished guests, and dear participants. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to the DST-SERB sponsored National Level Symposium on Smart Agriculture, organized under the Center of Excellence in Smart Agriculture by the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. The theme of this symposium, Smart Agriculture, is of great importance in today's world. With growing food demand, climate challenges, and limited resources, technology-driven farming using IoT, AI, robotics, and precision systems is essential for sustainability and productivity. This symposium provides a vital platform for sharing knowledge, showcasing innovations, and exploring future directions. First and foremost, I express my sincere gratitude to our Chancellor, Dr. A.C. Shanmugam, our Honorable President, Engineer A.C.S. Arun Kumar, and our respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Geeta Lakshmi, for their constant support and encouragement. I am deeply honored to welcome our Chief Guest, Dr. J. Praveen, Principal Scientist, CSIR-STRUCTURAL Engineering Research Center, Chennai. Sir, your presence adds immense value to this occasion. We are privileged to have you today with us. Welcome, sir. I also warmly welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Mithileysh Sathiyanarayanan, founder and CEO scientist, MIT Square, London, who will be joining us shortly in the virtual mode. My hearty welcome goes to our advisor, Dr. Mehta, whose vision and initiative led to the establishment of the Center of Excellence in Smart Agriculture in our department. Your guidance and support have been instrumental in shaping this symposium. Welcome, sir. I am honored to welcome our Dean ENT, Dr. N. Mithileysh. Sir, your commitment to excellence has enhanced the overall experience of the symposium. Welcome, sir. I am delighted to welcome our additional Dean, Dr. Kalpalata Reddy. Your encouragement and guidance have inspired us to step beyond our comfort zones. Welcome, ma'am. I also extend a special welcome to all our distinguished academicians, researchers, industry experts, participants, faculty members, and students. Your presence and active participation make this symposium a vibrant platform for knowledge sharing and collaboration. Once again, I, along with the organizing conveners, Dr. K. Sujata and Dr. B. Swapna, wholeheartedly welcome you all and look forward to insightful discussions and fruitful outcomes during this symposium. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for that warm and heartfelt welcome address, which has set the perfect tone for today's gathering.
Organizing a symposium is creating a platform where minds meet, ideas connect, and knowledge grows. It sets the bridge that connects curiosity with wisdom and innovation with collaboration. Organizing these events provides a nurturing environment where learning transcends classroom and blooms into collective wisdom. I now request Dr. K. Sujata, Professor Tripoli, to share a few words about NSSA.
Very good morning to everyone on and off the dais. So I take this opportunity to introduce about the symposium. This symposium is being sponsored by DST-SERB. So this is a national level symposium on smart agriculture, and it is a significant event which is designed to showcase innovative technologies and data-driven approaches for advancing the future of farming in India. Organized by the Center of Excellence in Smart Agriculture ECE department at our university on 10th and 11th of September 2025. This symposium brings together researchers, students, industry experts, and academicians to discuss the emerging trends, research, and industrial applications in smart agriculture. Coming to the theme and significance, this symposium is going to focus on smart agriculture, emphasizing the adoption of advanced technologies such as image processing, artificial intelligence, automation, Internet of Things to optimize agricultural production and promote sustainability. By enabling real-time data collection and decision making, these innovations address challenges like resource constraints, climate variability, and the need for improved productivity. The objectives are present and discuss technological advances in smart agriculture like precision farming and sensor-driven crop monitoring to facilitate collaboration among industry, academia, and government to drive sustainable agricultural practices, inspire the next generation of students and professionals to contribute solutions for India's evolving agri-tech landscape. The events include technical paper presentations on smart agriculture technologies, guest lectures from leading experts in technology, agriculture and society, networking opportunities for students, researchers and industry stakeholders to cross-pollinate ideas. The targeted audience are interdisciplinary, engaging participants from various fields such as computer science, electronics, information technology, mechanical engineering, instrumentation engineering, industrial automation, and more. The program encourages holistic discussion on technology, integration, and practical challenges for sustainable agriculture. To summarize, this national level symposium on smart agriculture serves as a platform for sharing cutting edge technologies, fostering partnerships, and sharing the course towards efficient, data-driven, and resilient agricultural systems in India. So I welcome everyone for this symposium. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A visionary leader is one who sees beyond the horizon, inspires others to believe in the unseen, and guides them to achieve the impossible. I now welcome Dr. Mithileysh, Dean ENT.
Good morning, all of you. Respected advisor, Dr. Mithileysh, Additional Dean Sathiyanarayanan, and the chief guest, Dr. J. Praveen sir, HOD, Mithileysh ma'am, and the coordinators of this national level symposium, Dr. Sujata and Dr. Swapna. And my dear colleagues as well as my dear students. See, first of all, I wish to congratulate HOD and the coordinators for selecting the apt title for the national level symposium. See, actually speaking, everybody is going for education as well as for work. Whether you work in an organization or you start your own, the purpose of this is to live in the world. See, to live in the world, what do you want? You need a food, shelter, and a air. But other two things, even if it is not there, you can survive. But the food to live, it comes from the agricultural field. Very unfortunately, we people always ignore, and we are not giving much importance to the agricultural engineering. If we see that, we already know that a lot of fertile lands are converted into housing units. And now the fertile land or crop developing land is very, very, very meager when compared to the population what is existing now. So the demand supply plays the supply chain management plays a very important role. So there is no other role you have to improve the productivity yield of any agricultural field. So the advancement of any technology is really worth only when it is applied to a particular field and it helps you to give a performance to the society. So in that case, whatever the technological advancement, you know the technology is going very fast rate, which you cannot imagine. And those technology need to be applied onto the agricultural field for the betterment of the farmers as well as for us. See, we know that everybody started talking about drone technology. Drones are going to be used very widely for agricultural field. Then IoT for Internet of Things is used to have the climate predictions or whatever it is, soil testing and all. Similarly, AR, VR, digital twins, so many advanced technologies are growing, and these things has to be applied onto the agriculture to improve the performance of the yield of the crops. So this is very, very important area we have to concentrate, because Without food, no life in the world. So these technologies has to be important in the right sense for the benefit of the society. So I once again wish our HOD as well as the team of people for selecting this, and I request the students to gain the awareness first, how important the agricultural engineering as well as the advanced technologies application towards that, and go on with some idea about how to improve the agricultural engineering. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Visionary leaders do not just create paths, they create possibilities for generation to work upon. I now call upon Dr. SERC to deliver the keynote address for the gathering.
The most respected chief guest of the day, Dr. Ravi, senior scientist, CSIR, respected advisor, Dr. Mithileysh sir, fellow friends, and beloved student friends. Today, the topic, smart agriculture, is very, very relevant for all of us. I think you are aware, our GDP is around $1.3 trillion. The government is trying to extend it to $5 trillion and then to $30 trillion in another 10 years. So, with this $1.3 trillion of our GDP, 18% of our GDP comes from agriculture. And then, if you see the workforce of our country, so where 147 crore population is there, out of 147 crore population, the workforce who are working are getting their daily bread and then butter only 40% from this agriculture. If this 40% workforce could not able to get their daily bread, definitely, it shows that how we are reckless in planning that agriculture. So, such a very important domain for all of us, for the thrive of our country, but we are giving very least importance, because unlike that of the Western countries, where through this smart agriculture, right now they are earning around 3,000 crore rupee every year. In another 10 years, which is likely to improve by another tenfold, that is, so around 40,000 crore, so to 2 lakh crore like that, actually they are planning. The estimate is getting projected like that. But the same thing can happen there in our country also. So right now, through this agriculture, smart agriculture, not through the conventional agriculture, through the smart agriculture, so far we are able to produce, transact for around 6,600 crore rupee, but wherein the potential is there for scaling it up to 20,000 crore rupees also. So now what is the problem? The problem only limited area where river water is available there, but most of our land is dry land, depending on the monsoon rain, but at the same time, not using the smart agriculture system. I think smart agriculture system, already the previous speakers would have told you, where the IoT is intensively used to find out the real-time parameters, that what is the moisture of the soil, and then what is the atmospheric moisture, and then through the drones, they can, through the drones as well as satellite, they can find out, what is the coverage of the vegetation across a particular area, and then either it is affected with various diseases. So all these things are able to be given, but at the same time, where the intensive usage of AI and then data mining systems are not so intensive. That's why what happened, very recently we have seen, a wrong agriculture decision, like very recently I bought tomato for kg of 5 rupees. I was in Karnataka. Tomato of kg 5 rupees. But if you see the harvesting of the tomato, where every day that particular employee has to be paid around 300 to 400 rupees for plucking that tomato itself. So if you take, if the yield is 200 kilo or 300 kilo for 5 rupees, at the market. But wherein, if you see, on that land itself, agriculture field itself, it may be 1 rupee or 2 rupee. So where in such a cases that the farmer will decide to leave that yield of that particular yield also, crop also. See, but you would have borrowed money. So the same thing, Suppose if the same farming community is well informed about what is the plan of agriculture for another 3 months or 6 months, something like that. So CSR is really doing a lot of initiative on that, where a controlled decision spread across to all the farmers may really tackle this particular situation, where if we have the history of what were the previous year yield, across 10 years or 15 years, what was the price during that particular time. So all these things are properly taken into cognizance. Probably they can derive a model in such a way that, as a farmer, I should be told that, no, this is, suppose if I decide to, plant, say, tomato, or, this is 3 months crop. So, if I decide like that, then immediately the CSR people should say that, no, don't do this. Because by the time when crop comes for yield, the price will be dropping down. So don't do it. But rather, this is some other vegetable like, even, in the worst case, if you buy, what is it, mirchi, where minimum price will be 40 rupees to 80 rupees per kg, something like that. What is, so, only the difference is, I won't say any difference between the crop of vegetable, the tomato and then this mirchi also. So a guided decision through the smart agriculture is very, very important. I can quote how many number of examples also. I am from a village where it is, the downside of the hillock, where 30, 40 years before the hill was totally, green with a lot of trees, but all the trees were cut down, and then it was converted as what is it, the regular plain agriculture field also. So it could not able to get that rain, as what we were getting 30, 40 years before. Now, not understanding the scenario that right now that the rainwater source is depleted, our farmers in nearby villages, my relatives, so they have gone into till the coconut harvesting over there. But the coconut harvesting, it's only a conventional method, where they are not even bothered about the smart agriculture, where, see, that IoT devices can tell what is, the water level, and then, again, through the drones, we can find out, either that particular coconut, the baby coconut is infected with a lot of, worms and other things are there. So they are not bothered about. Still, they are digging borewell, even 1,200 feet deep borewells are being stuck, but they could not able to get the water. But their mindset is not to change for the smart agriculture system, where for a tropical, country, state like us, where there are plenty of, alternate, agriculture support systems are there, but they are not bothered about that. The reason behind is our farmers are not formally informed about the digital agriculture or the smart agriculture. So these are some of the problems which has to be alleviated. Please, dear the researchers, the students, understanding the potential of such agriculture. We can have a number of new technologies, but ultimately, I do not want to quote one politician who frequently talked about this agriculture, where he wanted to make even palm tree, industry as a government-run industry also, where see that farmers should be given most important preference than any other. So we can develop, but at the same time, when we are not able to get the next food from the agriculture, from the farmers, so definitely that development is not a sustained development. So dear students, please understand, so this has got a lot of potential, the smart agriculture, especially for our country. The West has already developed a lot of things. Even if you go through some of the YouTube channels, where you can see very heavy thousands of acres of farmlands are being taken care by only very few manpower over there in some of the Western countries. But wherein here it should be opposite, where the owning of the land is very minimal for individual family because of division, then n number of divisions have taken place. Only very few farmers could able to have more than 10 acres of cultivate. So where the small agriculture, with smart agriculture, that has to be brought into our particular system. Hope the participants of this particular workshop will find out what is the real system that need to be implemented for our country. So with this, so definitely we have to improve the life status of an agriculture, of a farmer, where their status is really poor right now. So with this, let me thank, first I would like to thank Madam for bringing such an important center of excellence for our university. At the same time, the head of department, she is also working behind bringing this smart agriculture. So, Sujata Madam, really, I appreciate you. This is the need of that. So, once again, I thank all the participants for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your thoughts with great words. It is our privilege to felicitate our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Praveen, Principal Scientist, CSIR, whose presence today is both an honor and an inspiration to all of us. I request our dignitaries to do the honor for the chief guest.
May I now request Dr. B. Swapna, Assistant Professor EC, to introduce the chief guest of today.
Good morning, everyone. Dr. J. Praveen sir is a Principal Scientist at CSIR-STRUCTURAL Engineering Research Center, SERC, Chennai. He holds a BE in Civil Engineering from PSG College of Technology and an integrated MTech PhD in Structural Engineering from ACSIR, CSIR, SERC. Prior to joining CSIR, SERC, he worked as a senior engineer at LNT UAE, United Arab Emirates. His expertise spans structural dynamics, vibration based and friction based health monitoring, earthquake resistant design, thermomechanical analysis, and AI applications in structural engineering. He has led or contributed to several projects funded by DST-SERB, CSIR, NTPC, TNEB, atomic power stations, and railways. Dr. Praveen has authored 52 research papers, including 30 SEI journals and 28 international conference papers. His accolades include the IEI Young Engineer Award in the year 2025, JSPS Fellowship in the year 2021, ACSIR Best PhD Thesis Award in the year 2018, multiple Ramaya Prizes and other prestigious honors. He has guided UG and PG thesis, served as examiner and doctoral committee member across several institutions, and continues to contribute actively to research and mentoring in structural engineering. I feel privileged to introduce Dr. J. Praveen, the chief guest for this event, to the gathering. Thank you.
Vanakkam, good morning, namaskar. So actually, warm welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais as well as off the dais. I welcome all the participants for this talk, for this symposium on smart agriculture. I think smartness means it's basically about who is good at decision making, who is adaptable to any change. That means if there is any change, adaptable to the environment. So that's what I believe that smartness. So actually our farmers are doing agriculture. Basically they are growing crops or else growing animals. But what is their smartness? It is their experience. They have seen different monsoons, they have been grown different seeds and so on and so forth. So they have the experience. So based on that they are making the decisions. So now with the invention of technologies from artificial intelligence to immersive technologies, we are making decisions to data. But what is the major decision is that here the major innovation is that it's all about real time. We are doing it in very real time because in order to make a decision, how quick we are making a decision, it helps us in saving economy, like saving money. So that's what I think is going to this technology is going to bring. So I am happy in inaugurating this event because basically it blends both agriculture and technology or innovation. Because agriculture is the backbone of our country and we are having our food through means of an agriculture. So I think blending of an agriculture and an technological innovation, I think it is fruitful and it is the need of the hour. Because right now we have been using ChatGPT, where we are even giving lectures or preparing the notes all based on ChatGPT. Which I talked about earlier about data. It's all about, it is basically trained on the huge amount of data. That's what I talked about, experience of the person. So if you take a farmer who are uneducated but they have the experience. So ChatGPT is all about getting on the data. So what we are doing in colleges, especially students, we are attending the courses, we are having the lectures. So basically we are getting the knowledge. So basically that's the knowledge. But decision making, it comes that how smart you are, how intelligent you are. That what's making decisions. Because let's say you are coming from some place, whether you have to come by bus or you have to come by train, you have to take a call. Because if you want to reach faster, which is the faster mode of communication you take. So what I mean by knowledge is that you have different modes of communication. You know that one mode takes some 30 minutes, another mode takes 10 minutes. So which is that decision you are going to make. That's what it's all about. But that's what I mean by about decision making. So whatever you are getting, everything is only knowledge. You should be efficient enough, or you should become smarter. Means you should be adaptable to the new environment, and you should be stronger in making decisions. That's what it's all about. So in terms of smart agriculture, coming into the point, it's about what time you have to show the crops, what time you have to fertilize the crops, what time you have to harvest the crops. So this basic knowledge, how to do it in real time using the modern technologies, starts from like Internet of Things or like drones or else even tractors fitted with cameras, so that to know some information about it. So basically we are collecting some kind of a data. Whatever is data, you can call it like a text is a data. Again a speech which is a data. Since it's a background of electronics and communication, speech is basically a signal. So that's what you call it as a signal. Then whichever we see, it's basically a vision. So basically it's an images and videos. So basically you are going to deal with data like text, images or videos, and then signals. So that's what it's basically, it's all about data. So the farmers have the data. In a Tamil movie, I think in a Santa movie, I think there's comedy used to tell temple which food is available every time. So that is his database. He has noted his data in a survey thing. So that is basically the data. So that's going to take. So here what we are trying to see is that, so what is the water content or water table level in the soil, then whether it is going to rain today or not. So we are going to integrate with the weather monitoring data. So that interpretation, because if it is going to rain, what is the use in pouring the water today? There is no use in pouring the water to the plants today. So you should have an interaction with this thing. So basically, if you take ChatGPT or large language models, we are giving some data, we are getting some output, but we should have integration. That's why we call it as APIs. So basically, where we have to, because if we take that whether it will rain today, if you ask ChatGPT whether it will answer, that's what. It should have an access to the weather data, or like it should have an access to the weather portal, which is today. It should have the connection to the satellite data. Unless otherwise it doesn't have the data, it could not able to predict, because it will have the knowledge only based on the future, only based on the past history of the data. It doesn't have the record based on the future history of the data or what is going to be predicted. So it basically, I think smartness comes into it. Now we are seeing huge climate change. So we could predict something, whatever is going to happen in future, and then we plan our activities in terms of an agriculture activities. I think we will give an efficient solution to it. So that's what it's all about, smart agriculture. I am very happy in inaugurating such an event that lets basically innovation and agriculture, which belongs to our tradition of an Indian ecosystem. So thank you.
We sincerely thank you, sir, for your inspiring inaugural address, which has set a perfect tone for this event with wisdom and vision. I now request our Honorable Chief Guest to declare the NSS open.
And I declare the symposium open.
இல்லைங்க போயிடும் 12 மணிக்கு.
ஆமாம் அவ்வளோ சீரியஸாக எடுக்கலாம்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவனை எடுக்கலான்னு எடுக்கிறேன் மூஞ்சை வந்து உள்ளே விடுறான்.
I request all the students to kindly be seated.
நீ ஏன்டா